Be live. Let's turn on the music. Let's hear your microphone. Okay, that's outdated. Yo, what's up? What's up? Okay, I gotta turn that off. Yo. Okay, we are back. We are back with another stream. If the music is too loud, do let me know. Do let me know. I was doing a bit of setup right before the stream. As you can see, I added a few indicators, let's just say, to the top of the level. So we can see when I'm getting close to the wave part, or the robot part, which is like a choke point for me. You can see the go that I have in the title. You can see it in the level itself. And then of course, I have the infamous 76% choke point. I've been practicing the level a little bit, specifically 76%. And it is really a choke point. I am going to be dying there a lot. So, might as well mark it with the don't choke. So, this is our first attempt at the wave, and we messed up on the wave. Okay. That is not a good sign. But I was playing through it earlier. I made a community post. I made a bit of a community post, basically talking about some of the runs I was getting. I got basically from the start of this ship part to the very end of the level into 100%. I was able to do that, so should be fine. Should be fine. We might actually be able to beat the level today. Yo, I like dogs is back in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up? I like dogs. What's up? You were there last time. Yo, okay. So here, let's just do that again. I'll probably do a few more practice runs of the level. Maybe I'll do like 30 or 50 attempts at the actual ship part in practice mode as well. I'm getting really close to finishing off the level. I am just a few percentage points away from the duel. And once you're in the duel, you only have like 2 to 3 actual inputs. And then the level is basically as good as over. So, it shouldn't be that hard. We might be able to finish it today. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just get a new best. But we are definitely getting a new best today. I'll be streaming for like an hour and 30 minutes, something like that. Just basically like last time. And I'm planning to stream tomorrow as well. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to manage 3 PM EST because I might be at my job and that's supposed to end at 3 PM EST. So I might have to move it just a bit later than that. But it should still be fine. And I'll just attempt to do daily live streams for at least like 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes every single day until like September when my school starts. And then I'll just do like streams on the weekends. I think that's gonna be like the best thing for me to do when it comes to streaming. Also, wow, that was 39%. I was just talking the whole way. I didn't even realize how far into the level I actually got. That was pure muscle memory. That was pretty cool. So yeah, that's about everything I needed to cover before the stream, like, fully gets started. Nothing really interesting yet. I'm still waiting for my delivery, to get here. I have, like, my 100Hz monitor that's supposed to show up at some point. I'm also probably going to be getting new headphones. What else? There's the new power supply once again, the new GPU, you know, a bunch of basic stuff. I'll also be working on some more videos tomorrow. Maybe I'll actually, you know, post one that isn't a short, like an actual long-form video. Something similar to the video that I did, about how to make videos like Hi Guy. I kind of like that video. It was a pretty cool one to make, it was fun. And most importantly, it didn't take all that long. I might just go back to make like some tutorial videos or something like that, as I mentioned in the last stream. So we'll see what happens to that. And I actually messed up on the robot jump. I raised 9 circles 86% earlier. Oof. 86%, 86%, you're basically down the level. Ouch. Yeah, that was hurt. I was looking at the comments on Mountain King earlier. I saw some people absolutely screaming about dying to 76% like 12 times before actually closing out the level. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me. I'm a relatively zen person. Like, I don't really rage a lot. But that might get me to crack, so, let's just try to avoid 12 deaths at 76%. A lot of, this level is one of those levels where, like, the difficulty isn't really clear. I was looking in the comments once again, and people were saying that it was either super hard or super easy, and a lot of people were complaining about, well, 76%. But most of the people that were saying that it was super easy also had, like, 30-something, 30 plus demons. So I was like, So yeah, it's a bit weird with this one. But it's fine. We'll just try to close this out and then move on to streaming B. And by the end of the month, like, that's going to be the last time I can really do this consistent streaming until either the next school break or, well, summer. Again, next summer. So yeah, that's going to be that. Basically, I'll just be streaming every single day. I'll see how much progress I can make in Geometry Dash when actually putting in the effort. Because, like, technically I do have 1,000 hours in Geometry Dash, but not really. Because I believe like 200 of those are just me dropping deadlocked again and again and again. I just did deadlocked and then I dropped it and then I did it again and then I dropped it. So, it's not actually 1,000 hours. And then a lot of the hours that I have from, the last 3-4 weeks are just me making videos on the game. So when I actually put in the effort to get better at the game, I'll see how far I can actually get. Because I haven't really done that before with this game. There's like 9 circles and stuff that I want to try out. There's a lot of stuff I want to try out. I really want to be able to finish Mountain King and B, preferably, before the month is up. And maybe get some good progress on 9 circles or something like that. And after that, I think I'll basically be done with the realistically achievable stuff within a month. And, like, on the weekends, I'll probably start streaming a bit longer than the 1 hour to 1 hour 30. Just because I will be able to do stuff. If I am going to stream for, like, a really long time, it's definitely going to be on a Saturday. Because on a Sunday, you have to worry about the work in the morning. It becomes a bit more complicated. It becomes a bit more difficult to justify, like, going to the late hours of the night. Because, like, I stream at 3 p.m. EST, just because that is basically the best time to stream. Because most, like, the Americans, most like, North America is awake. And they're just off of work or school. Or they're just about to get off of work or school. Now, the play is less during summer break, but it is still a good time, nonetheless. So I stream at this time just because it's the most efficient all year round. But for me, that happens to be 10 p.m. in my time zone. So when I usually end my stream, I'm at like 11:30, and I've done a few 4-hour long streams where I'm actually here. I've done a few 24/7 streams, of course, but I don't really have to be there for those. But for the 4-hour streams, it starts to get really problematic. I'm sitting there at like 2 a.m. Like, can I justify streaming a bit longer? Not really, because I have other stuff to do in the morning. So yeah, if I am going to be doing longer streams, it's going to be on Saturdays. Oof, I actually got to 60%. Whoa. I just kept talking. I completely neglected the game, and I just ended up like really far into the level. Jeez. Okay. Here we go again. I think I passed go there. Yeah, I definitely passed the go percentage there. It's been a little bit since that happened. Okay, so that's my first attempt at the drop. You know what? Hold up. I'm gonna add a thing on screen. Also, let me change this from top chat to all messages. Okay, there we go. We're now in live chat. Perfect. So now I'm just quickly going to add a bit of a thing on screen. Do I have a text thing here? No, I have to make a new one. Okay, no problem. That doesn't really take all that long in this case. Text. text, add source, add new source instead, add source, and attempt. Let's do raw. Okay, there we go. Drop attempt 1. I'll make this a bit bigger. There we go. So I've had 1 attempt at the drop so far. Let's see if we can get there again. Yo, okay. Okay, we're back at the ship. The ship's relatively simple. The only weird thing for me is sometimes hitting the dashboard is a bit awkward, like there. So I just went through it anyways. At this point, I'm basically just waiting for the monitor. I feel like that's just gonna... It's not gonna automatically make me better at the game, because, you know, that doesn't really matter anymore with 2.2 physics. But it will allow me to just see the game clear, because every time something moves, it's a bit blurry on this monitor, so it makes it really hard to follow the gameplay sometimes. And being on the 100Hz monitor is definitely going to help with that. It's also basically going to delete screen sharing. You don't really see it, it doesn't show up on a video, it's a monitor issue. But I basically won't have screen sharing anymore. So that's pretty cool. A bunch of cool stuff that comes with the computer upgrade. It's not the first time I've done a massive computer upgrade. When I actually started this channel, I was on like an absolutely dreadful system. I was on a NVIDIA GT 730, I believe, and an Intel Core i3 4130, and then eventually upgraded to a 4170, which it's still bad. It's, the gigahertz was slightly higher, so I spent 20 bucks on that, without realizing that if I just put 30 more euros in, right, because, you know, this is euros, this is Europe, I would have been able to get a Ryzen processor, like a brand new one, so, you know, that's a no on my part. But, you know, I did eventually upgrade my computer. I'm now running a slightly better system, you know, an RX 560, OC, of course. I'm running a Ryzen 5 4500. You know, that's pretty good. That's basically all the stuff that matters. Of course, there's like the Ripjaw's RAM, but the RAM doesn't really matter in this case. It's Geometry Dash. The only thing I have left to upgrade, like in the actual computer, is the GPU and the HDD, because I'm still running most of my stuff like GD from my hard drive, not my SSD. And it's not really a big problem for GD, it's a big problem for other games I play, like Counter-Strike, which I do have a video in the works, just playing Counter-Strike. I was doing it for my friend. We did pretty good, we had pretty good gameplay. I'll see when I can get that out. I'm looking into getting an editor for it, just to make sure that the video is higher quality, you know, stuff like that. So we'll see where that takes us. And yeah, I'm gonna add a little thing actually. What can I add to the stream? I can go over here. I'll add this in case anyone has anything. Oh. Okay, there we go. I believe that's gonna show up. I don't know. Skip forward. It hasn't shown up yet. Okay. But it's 30 seconds delayed, I guess. I'll see if the Q&A thing ever shows up. I was also looking into some other like hard demons and stuff I could do after B, like in the place of 9 circles, just because 9 circles might end up being a bit too difficult of a jump. I don't know. I'm still looking into it. Like, the wave parts don't look that difficult, but it's putting it all together that's gonna be the problem. So I looked into some other ones. What were like the names? I looked into a bunch of Jonathan GD stuff. I was thinking of like maybe doing Future Funk or something. And can pull off Future Funk in like a bit below 100 attempts, something like that. Already, and that's after like only like 20 minutes of practice on it. So Future Funk is definitely doable. It's definitely a doable jump from this. So I could just be jumping to Future Funk. And then from there go to something like 9 Circles. I believe 9 Circles is harder than Future Funk. I'd probably have to check the all rated levels list thing for that. But then again, their ratings are a bit weird. So, or at least they were. Last time I heard of that thing was when like just released. So maybe the ratings have gotten a bit more refined since then. Yep. Biru is a great medium demon. Biru, yeah, I've played it. It's really easy, yeah. For a medium demon, it's really easy, yeah. I'll probably just end up doing it somewhere like in between. I'll just do like a few streams on Biru or something. It's also a really cool level. I like the visuals of it. The gameplay is fun. I might just end up doing it like in between. Like I'm gonna finish like B or something. And then I'll just start doing Future Funk. And then just in the meantime, I'll do a few streams of Biru before I actually start Future Funk. And then like finish Biru alongside Future Funk. That can be a pretty cool one. You know, just being able to complete 2 separate demon levels in the space of a few days in the space of like a few days from each other. That can be cool. Back at the ball. Oh, I actually made it past that part. Drop attempt. Okay. Exactly 60% again. Up. Okay. So let me just add that to the stream. Let me just update the text. I know there's a better way to update the text, but I'm just gonna do it manually for this one. I'll set it up for the next stream. I'm just, over the course of this month, I'm just gonna try to make the stream look more professional. Also, over the course of just making the streams, I will slowly get better at commentating while playing the game. You know, I have had a few attempts already. Like, I made it to the drop just while constantly talking. So I am already getting better at multitasking in this way. Oh, there's a big message. Let me read that out. Platformer levels are too easy for their difficulty. Usually I think a lot of them should be downgraded. Yeah, I don't play platformer. Like, platformer, it's just inherently easier. I just don't play platformer. It's not for me. I just play classic GD. For a platformer, I'll probably just end up like emulating something like Mario Maker. I don't know. That's like a cool thing for platformers. I just don't really like the way that it works in Geometry Dash. Especially the really slidey physics. It just feels really weird. But some people like it, some people like it. Not gonna lie, excellent call on RobTop's part to separate out like stars and moons. Because like the difficulties are just so different. A really good idea on his end to just in-game separate the two types of levels like that. Really cool. Really forward thinking. Okay, we're now at the robot. A lot of my runs end here, so yeah. Oh, actually made it over. Okay. Here we go. Drop attempt, wow. That was really fast. I just had my last drop attempt. Maybe I can get past 60% this time. Nope, 55%. Okay, no problem. There's 5 people here. I'm going to church. See ya. See ya, I like dogs. See ya. Okay, I'm going to update the drop attempts counter. If I start dying at 76, I'm going to add a deaths at 76% counter. It's a pretty common choke point. Oop. Okay, here we go again. Ah, messed it up. No problem. I'll have more attempts at it. With 3 attempts at the drop. How long have we been streaming? We've been streaming for... Wait, what? How long? 17 minutes. So in 17 minutes we got, basically, I'll just say 15 minutes, we got 3 attempts. So I'm averaging like 1 drop every 5 minutes, 1 drop attempt. And over time, I'm gonna get more. So I still think I can get the new best. I don't know if I can beat the level today. Especially just because I have given myself the super rough time frame of the streams being like 1 hour, 1 hour 30, with very little wiggle room. Just to keep myself consistent and to limit the amount of sleep deprivation caused by the streams. So, you know, it's a bit weird playing these levels. I might just do some streams closer to the middle of the day, just so I can stream a bit longer, especially on the weekends, once again. Never drop attempt. Yo! 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 I didn't die at 76% once! Yo! Yo! Yo, fluke from 70. Yeah, let's get it. Fluke from 70%. Submit. Yo! I did it! It didn't take that long at all. Fluke from 70%. Jeez. Well, that's another demon. That's my 7th demon? Oh wait, that's not updated then. Let me just save my account data. I really do not want to lose that. Save. Okay. There we go. That actually worked first time. That's pretty rare. 8 demons! Yo! I beat my first medium demon live on stream. That is actually so cool. Yo! Okay. Damn. Also, you can see the classic purist right here. 8 demons beaten in classic mode. Not a single one in platformer. I do not play platformer. Yo! The first medium demon has been beaten. Huh. Now it's a bit weird because I don't exactly know what to do. Ah, favorite level. Oh, someone in the Q&A actually asked what my favorite level is. For me, my favorite level of all time is probably just gonna be something like Deadlocked. Honestly, it's probably gonna be something like Deadlocked. It's pretty cool. I spent like 7,000 attempts on it, so yeah. We sort of started liking it after a while. Yo, but forget a Mountain King. Where's Mountain King? Mountain King. There we go, Mountain King. Yo, I spent a total of 4,216 attempts to beat Mountain King, which It's above the average. It's above the average for sure. But I did end up getting it. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just quickly going to do what I did yesterday. And that is just change the stream setup. B live stream day 1. I'll just go equals, say at 25%, honestly. And the request equals off. Okay. Oh, this is gonna take a little while. Who made B Motleyorc? How do you write that? Okay. B Motleyorc. Good. Okay, and that's about it. I just click save. Do you do a level request right now? No. If you want to submit a level request, you can do so in the description below. There's a link to a Discord server. And there's a level request chat. You just send in your level, right there, and I will look at it either on a video or on a stream at a later date. Yo. So now, I'm just gonna set up myself for the next stream. Well, not the next stream, but to continue the stream, but with a different level, at least for a bit. Okay, I have to change this. Save. Oh wow. We actually got a donation. Yo, thanks for the 24. Yo, thanks, man. Liking that. Thank you, XTR Husey FEX. Thank you for the donation. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a new thumbnail real quick. Didn't take that long. Oop. So that's gonna be day 1. B. Okay. So we have BBB. That makes this a lot more. Not really. And what is my percentage on B right now? 37%. Okay. I'm not gonna fix the like main I'm not gonna be able to fix the background just because that's gonna take way too long. So just gonna be the same background, but I'm just gonna change all the titles, like all the names. The day 1. Okay, perfect. Share, download. I'll change the hue of this to make it yellow or something. I'll do tone it. Amber. Oh no, amber does not really look good here. I'm using Canva live on stream. Latte. Latte works fine. Yep. Download. Okay. Just about to be able to actually begin the stream again. Sorry for that intermission. I was not expecting to beat the level so fast. I just keep doing that. I keep beating levels too fast. I like set myself up to take forever, and then I just do it way faster than expected. Okay, so time to start B. I believe I updated everything. So let me just quickly verify that. Okay, B livestream day 1. Yep. B livestream, B, and the thumbnail is B now. Okay, perfect. I can now begin playing B on stream. Hello? Someone, the guy that sent a donation has put in an ID. I'm not really doing level requests right now. You can join the Discord server and put it in the level request chat, and it will be looked at some point. But right now I'm not actively doing level requests. I have in the title level requests equals off because I'm not currently accepting level requests, at least on the stream itself. You'll have to go through the Discord server. Assuming the link still works. If the link doesn't work, you just tell me, and I'm going to update it. We're just going to start off with a few practice attempts, a few practice runs. Just because this is a level that I haven't really practiced, especially for beating it. So... Oh, what? Oh, I went way too late on that green orb. Yo. Okay. Ooh, I am lagging like crazy right now. Oof. Ooh, that's a bit problematic. I'm lagging up a storm right now. Huh. Okay. I'm just gonna go about checkpoints, go back into checkpoints, and get ULDM. Okay. And hopefully that's gonna be enough for me to be able to do it here, and then when I have the new GPU, I'll just repeat it for a video. Okay? I'm mobile player, can I join on mobile? Join what? The Discord server? Yeah, you can join the Discord server on mobile. Okay, there we go. I keep dying there for some reason. Something tells me that's going to be my mini choke point. Okay. So it could be here. Go like that. Okay, okay. Oh, oh. Ah, almost had it. Okay. Just follow the arrows and avoid the bees. It's not that complicated. It's just a medium demon. It's not that deep. Oh, oh, I almost had it. Okay. This part's always been a bit annoying. Okay. 54%? Okay, well, I'm not doing that badly right now, honestly. Ah, there we go. Here's the actual level. Even that does not look that bad. After doing the extremely fast stuff on Dear Nostalgists, like some of the sections in Dear Nostalgists are very fast, and Mountain King, I'm able to react to this way better than I would have been able to react to it just like a day ago. So I think I might actually have a shot at beating B pretty quickly. Now that's not something I expected to say, but I don't think B's gonna take that long. I'm probably gonna be eating those words at some point, but B just doesn't look like it's gonna take that long. Apart from stuff like this, I just don't really get it yet. I'm not that good at the spider either, and it is quite a lot of the level. Quite a lot of the level is just spider parts. That can cause issues, but I should still be able to get this done relatively quickly. I might imagine dying there. I don't think I'll have to imagine for long. Vit12 listen text creator goal video. I don't exactly know what you're referring to. Okay. I am just going to remove the drop attempts thing. Actually, no, I won't remove it. I'll just replace it with spider deaths. Zero, but I'll have to update this like a lot. Okay, here we go. I need to get both of these. There we go. And I have somehow at some point gotten like 30+% on this level. I don't know how, I don't know when, Actually, I'm gonna remove that thing. That updating that is going to, it's gonna be way too time consuming. It's gonna break up the stream way too much. Okay, here we go. Okay, I need LDM and ULDM. Okay. Well, it does make the beginning of the level so much more consistent going for both the low detail modes, not gonna lie. I don't think that's intentional. But it's kind of a trade-off, because like the level looks worse. It becomes easier, but the level looks worse. So it's kind of like a valid trade-off. You also have a lot of players in B. B is a way more popular level. So as you can see, like at the top, we constantly have a full lobby. If I turn on voice chat, this level is probably extremely chaotic. So I probably won't be doing that. I might do that for a video. That's a pretty cool concept, like something like globed voice chat is hilarious, or globed voice chat is unhinged, something like that. Those titles sound pretty cool. So I might do a video like that. Yo. Oh, I just got a message. I'll have to check that after this attempt. Okay, what's going on over here? I don't know if there's like any difficulty experts in the chat. That's gonna be pretty difficult with one person currently watching the stream, but like even someone watching the VOD afterwards. What do you think is harder, B or Mountain King? What do you think is like a harder level in general? Because to me right now, I will say Mountain King is probably just a tiny bit easier than B, maybe. I don't know. Like B is more consistently challenging. The difficulty doesn't really vary, but with Mountain King, it always goes. It's only one part that's actually hard. So you know, it's a bit weird. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this feature. Hold up, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, let's just end that break right here. Can I do that? I can, yep. end the break. Okay, we are back. We are officially back. Let's keep it going. Okay. Oh, wow. The player behind me is extremely laggy. Jeez. Oh, he's no longer laggy. Wow. I should probably do some more practice mode runs. Yeah. Gotta do some more practice mode runs. Not good enough at this level to not do the practice mode runs yet. I'm probably just gonna do a bunch of attempts at the first spider part right now. And that's like the main thing I want to focus on for the time being. I keep dying like there, so, you know, I'm just gonna try to get more consistent on this board. Oh, that can be buffered. Oh, that makes it so much easier. That can be buffered. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. I was thinking about like how do you react that fast? That can be buffered. Okay. What? Okay. Now I haven't been able to do it again in ages. So yeah, that part can be buffered. Okay. Perfect. That's gonna make this a bit easier. And hopefully a bit more consistent. I really need consistency here because I am struggling on that final block. I really want to know the hitboxes of this thing. Oh. Okay. Oh, come on. I clicked there. I totally clicked there. You could probably even hear it in the video. Actually, probably not. I do play with noise reduction. I should probably like try out my new mechanical keyboard for Geometry Dash. I need to try it out on a few easier levels because I'm a mouse player, and I have been a mouse player for the entire time that I have played Geometry Dash. So switching to a completely different input method is gonna make me do a lot worse in levels, and I'm already not the best, so it might not be a good idea to just like try to beat B with it. But I can try something like going through some of the official levels, some of the Neptune V2s. I also probably need to get some more secret coins for future demons that are going to be added to the game, presumably. Assuming we don't have to wait 8 years per update, because that would be just a bit absurd, you know. 8 years per update, come on. I have not been able to get that click once. I've clicked every time, it just doesn't work. Now I'm just gonna die there, so I won't be able to get back there, and then I'll forget the timing for when I do get back there. Or I'll just never get back there again, that also works. Can I just get this, please? Please, can I just get that part at least once, just so I can get what the next thing I have to do is. I have not been able to get that once yet. Damn. The spider part's gonna be a lot more difficult. I did it, finally. Doing it in normal mode was way easier. Okay, get through there. Yep. That would be a new best right here. Oh, 43%, yeah. That'd barely be a new best. Also, I think I said it would be a new best before it actually was a new best. Then I just got to the new best anyway. I jinxed myself in a positive way. What was that? How, there were actually 2 people there? I thought there was 1. Okay. Okay, I got it again. Good. Okay, I'm just gonna try to get more consistent at that. Because I am really struggling with the spider. I am really struggling with the spider. Then again, spider is like the second least played game mode for me. Right after, like the only proper spider part that I've ever played in the game, it's some of my shorts, where everything's like ignore damage, no clip, stuff like that. But like, the only actual part that I've done is something like finger dash. Like, come on. I haven't played this at all. Same with dash. Dash is like the only swing copter part I've ever played. I don't really play these things. At least the newer ones. I keep myself to really classic levels. Or at least I kept myself to really classic levels until I beat the new nostalgists. So now I just started going through a bunch of different levels. Also, there's 3 people in the chat right now. Yo. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Where you can watch someone really, really struggle at one click on B. I really don't know why it's that hard. At least for me. I really do not know why it's that hard for me. It should not be this hard. Okay. At least the first part of the spider, I'm relatively fine with. It's right here. And then after that, everything's fine again. Bit inconsistent with the difficulty right there, at least for me. Like, the actual part is not that much more difficult. It's just I am unable to do it. The click pattern doesn't make sense to me. At least, yeah, I'll get more consistent at it. Like, right there. I just did it twice in a row. I've not been able to do that before. So I'm getting more consistent over time. And this level's probably going to take like 3-4 streams. Something like that. Let's say, yeah, I'll say 3-4 streams. Something like that. And then after that, we have some jumps to do. Some difficulty spikes. Some Biru, something like that. It's here. I went too high. Oh, that's so confusing. That is so confusing. Yeah. And we both died there. That was extremely confusing for me. Having both of the spiders on top of each other. I just could not follow the gameplay properly. Okay. Got back to this part again. I'll probably do a lot of like playing levels like B off of stream. I don't really think that the actual training part is that interesting in comparison to actually getting like good runs. What's your hardest right now? It depends. It's probably Deadlocked or Mountain King. I don't know which one of them is harder. Like, of the official levels, definitely Deadlocked, yeah. I don't know if Deadlocked counts as a hard demon. I don't know what the consensus of the difficulty of Deadlocked is. But I did do Mountain King on this stream, which was my first ever medium demon. So now I just changed all of the, like, title. I just changed the title, description, and thumbnail, and now we're starting up B. Which, so far, it feels harder. Like, the gameplay itself is harder than Mountain King, but I think it's going to take me less time than Mountain King in total. I think I'm going to be able to get this in under 4,000 attempts. Because Mountain King took me 4,000 attempts, which is a bit unfortunate. One of the things with Mountain King is I kind of just used it as a background level when I didn't have levels for my level request streams. So a lot of the attempts weren't like full focus attempts. That is also how I beat the Fear of Everything 2. I just played it in the background of level request streams. But Mountain King was just barely hard enough for me to not be able to do it in the time frame. Because I have like 2 attempts, then a massive 30-minute break, just because there's so many levels flooding in. And then I finally catch up, and then I play like another 2 attempts, and then for another 30 minutes I can't play the level. And then the stream's already basically over. And so that made the Mountain King take way longer. But B is definitely going to be a process for now, I think I'm gonna move on to learning the ship slash UFO part. Which is like the honeycomb part. I'll call it the honeycomb part. Even though the entire level is honeycombs, so it doesn't really make that much sense, but, you know, whatever. Who cares about logic? It's a stream. Okay. Oh. Okay, that was correct. We got to the robot. 47%. Okay. So I now have like a 24 to 47% run. That's cool. Okay. With the UFO, it's one of the easiest game modes, in my opinion at least, to get extremely consistent at UFO parts. I think it's really easy to get extremely consistent at the UFO parts. Just because UFO, it's so consistent in where it goes. Compared to something like the ship, there's a lot more variance. Just based off like very tiny differences in the clicks. But with UFO, the differences aren't that severe. There's more margin of error when it comes to UFO, so it makes it easier. Okay. I'm just gonna go to the UFO part, just to try to get consistent at it real quick. Okay. Okay, that was correct. Huh. There's a random bee there, just to mess up my day. Okay. I have to remember to do that click. Oh, that's gonna be very annoying to remember. I think I forgot it. Okay. I just don't do enough clicks. In this UFO part, I just don't do enough clicks. Or I do too many clicks, like I did there. I'll say probably like 200 attempts total, 300 attempts total. I'll just have this part down to a science, but like, yeah. But now, I am struggling a fair bit, especially these bees that are right in the way. Just perfectly designed to be right in the way. They're so annoying. They're just in the natural movement path of the UFO. But I got to the robot again. Okay. And I got into the natural path again. Don't follow the natural path. It's a lie. Oh, you can actually land on it. I did not realize that. Probably would have done that a long time ago. 48%. I think that's my best run so far on B. Yeah, this first stream is definitely just going to be practice runs. Okay, 50%, 52%. Wow, that's 34 to 52. That's a pretty good run, honestly. To me, these are some of the hardest parts of the level already. So like, get them out of there. I'm almost at the super fast ball, which is probably like the actual de facto hardest part. I think. For the first stream, that's gonna be enough of the UFO. You don't want to spend the entire time in one part, especially since training parts are training notes are already incredibly boring for streams. So I'll just do some training on that off stream or like on stream, but in a different one. Yeah, want to go for the entire level at least in this one. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's it's even farther than before. Oh, I forgot what I had to do there. Hello, Void Blaze. Hello, welcome to the stream. Where you can see me absolutely fail at practicing B. Or succeed, depending on, you know, how lucky I am today. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Here we go. Okay, 61%. That's 45 to 61. Okay. This part's pretty simple, honestly. There's nothing that hard about the robot. The only hard part, for me at least, it's this. It's the consistent taps. Okay. Let's practice something difficult. Whew. This is gonna take some time to get good at. Or I'll just clear it in like the 5th attempt. What was that? I started doing incredibly well on it. Hello, I beat B in 1,700 attempts. Damn, that's cool. That's cool. Was B like your first medium demon? Why am I failing you now? Why am I failing there? I have to go even earlier. Jeez. As I should probably mention that the stream delay is 30 seconds. It's more for the level request streams, but I just keep it on in case I forget to turn it on afterwards. 65%. Oh, this is definitely the hardest part of the level right here. If I can get past this, the level's as good as finished. Apart from the one-way part, so. Yeah. Oh, it was your first medium demon as well. Jeez. That's cool. I just went for Mountain King. I don't know if it's like by the community if it's considered like an actual medium demon. Might just be like the nightmare of medium demons. I don't know. For Mountain King. I don't know. But you know, it was pretty cool. This one feels a bit harder than Mountain King. It'll probably take me like a few thousand attempts on this one. And it's gonna take me quite a lot more if I can't figure out this one pink orb. Really can't figure out the timing on it. And I sort of just resort to spamming here, which is very problematic, so... Click, 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 click. Okay. As long as I don't resort to spamming, it's fine. I'm jumping to a hard demon. Oh, that's fun, that's fun. I'm also planning to jump to, like, a hard demon after, like, B or Biru. What I had in mind originally was 9 circles, but that might be a bit too lofty of a goal. I'll still try it out, but I might just end up going for, what was the other level I was looking at? Got the name. Oh yeah, Future Funk. I think I'll try Future Funk instead. All the individual parts of Future Funk seem a bit easier, at least to me. It's more suited to my style of gameplay. Like, the Future Funk 2018 era of Geometry Dash, in my opinion, it's just the best era of Geometry Dash for level design. Because, like, you have good decoration, but you can still understand what the level is. Like here, and I'm not gonna lie, I sometimes have difficulties understanding what everything is, because it just doesn't look like Geometry Dash. But like with something like Future Funk, it just always looks like Geometry Dash at all times, so you can understand what everything is at all times without having to learn the level. It's not that bad here, everything is still the same color, but especially when creators start messing with color, it really starts messing with me. Like all the, if portals are a different color than they are in regular Geometry Dash, I am not going to be able to follow that. I'm not going to be able to figure that out. Well, I will be able to figure it out. I'll be able to memorize it. Just really mess with the muscle memory. Yeah, this part is incredibly difficult. And here's the wave. Okay, so here, teleport up, click that. Oh, I'm really good at this kind of stuff. Go so fast, but You still have to be controlled. Okay. Oh, what? What did I die to? Okay. Oh no. Oh, I'm really struggling with this part. I am really struggling with this part. I'm definitely gonna have to practice this off stream. Like, a lot. I have to do a lot of practice here. Okay, back to this part. Fun. I'm just unable to even get it once. I'm unable to get to that blackboard now. So I just have to spam, then I die here. What if I just spam and then stop spamming? I can just spam and stop spamming. I think that's gonna be the best route, honestly. I just can't get it. It's not consistent for me. I can't see you when I'm actually on the thing. I do also have like 45 FPS in here during stream, so I'll have to do some optimizations to Geometry Dash and just my entire computer setup, but it's fine, as I will have a new GPU in just about a week. Like, this is still playable. This is possible. Even on this frame rate, it is possible. Actually, I wonder, if I just leave globed, I wonder if my frame rate gets better. I wonder if it's like somewhat frame rate based. Where's B? Wow, just fine like that. B, there we go, B. Okay. That was very weird. I had like a weird frame drop issue, but immediately fixed itself. I didn't even have time to address it. Here we go again. I got it pretty early that time. Okay, got that part. Got that as well. Memorize that one UFO click. What about these ones? The way that I memorize stuff, it's like fully muscle memory based, so I don't actually know if I remember how to do a part until I'm right on top of the part. I just don't like consciously remember anything about Geometry Dash. It just sort of like activates when I need to use it. Feels a bit weird to explain. And I can't tell if that's any better. I don't think that's any better. Yeah, this is the part that originally made me drop the level. I was originally gonna do this for my first medium demon. I have 3 hard demons. And I'm being the hardest one of them first. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go grind now. Yep. Have fun. I think that was my best attempt at this yet. I'm definitely gonna need to figure out something different for this. Because the 45 FPS thing, it's really annoying. I might swap from B to Biru until I get my new GPU. And that's gonna have to be the best course of action. It looks like I can't actively play at 45 FPS. It really does not feel good. I don't really have motion sickness, it just feels weird. And also, of course, you know, I just play worse. Like here, I just can't do the click. I just can't do the click. I click and then it just doesn't work. Because by the time I see that I need to do the click, it's already too late. Yeah, that's slightly annoying. But whatever. I'll just skip over this part for now and practice the other stuff that I can practice properly. Doesn't really matter, it's not an issue yet. Until I get to this part in normal mode, it is absolutely not an issue. Okay. Here we go. The wave. What am I adding to? Wait, hold up. Do these actually kill you? No, not those. Of course those kill you. These. They do. Okay. I did not actually know that. I just never happened to land on them. So you can't hit the background, but you can hit the B, of course. Of course, that makes sense. Okay. And the wave doesn't look that difficult, honestly. That is fine. That's doable. That is very doable. I can pull that off. And most importantly, I have 60 FPS here. I might end up playing the level on like a version that has some of the effects removed, just because they are incredibly annoying, especially the one in the ball, which drops me down to 45 FPS without even looking that demanding. It's a bit weird. I'm just looking to how that's made. Yo, that was really good. 72 to 79. I basically just did the entire wave there. I don't know how long this wave actually is. I'll check if there's anything new in the Q&A in just a second. Anything new in the Q&A? Oh, it's the, what's your artist for now? Which I already answered. Okay. Yo. How long have we been streaming? About an hour. Jeez. Okay. We'll do a bit more. I'll like run for the entire level once. I really want to get this wave part. I guess I can make a new video now. I beat the Mountain King live on stream. Yo. %79% again. I'm dying at 79%. I get any far from that. 78. I said farther. 76. 78 again. Okay. 75. Oh, I don't have to do anything. What am I doing? I can just keep holding. In that part, I can literally just keep holding. And I think I won't hit the wall. Although getting it is a completely different story. Okay. Oh, that really messed me up. 81%. The bee flying around. It's so annoying. Because it doesn't do anything. The bee doesn't do anything. It's just there to distract you. And it's doing an excellent job. I cannot focus on the level. $78. And yeah, I literally just need to hold there. Okay. I'm getting close to being able to do the entire wave, I think. Like the wave part, it's definitely harder than any of the waves in Mountain King. Yeah. What? I can actually do that? Okay. I really struggle with this wave. Damn. It doesn't look that tough. The gameplay itself doesn't look hard. Just the bee. It's the bee. It's so annoying. Just like in real life. It's so annoying. 80% again. Also, another reason why I keep the streams pretty short is after a while of clicking, I do start to get finger pains. I've just always had that. So I can't really play Geometry Dash for like extremely long periods of time. Anything over like 2 hours becomes a bit unbearable. But I have pushed through and done some 4-hour streams in the past. So I can make some longer streams occasionally for like special events, stuff like that. Can I get this done? Oh. I've not been able to get past 81%, I think. Yeah, 77, 75. And I just can't get past the first click. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go through checkpoints for like this. I'm just unable to get it right now. Oh, I was just a few clicks away, come on. And all of this is insanely easy. Apart from this, just because there's so many clicks that I don't understand. Here. And then at this point, you've already beaten the level. It's just a formality. Yo, okay. So I think I'm going to be ending off the stream here with my first real run on B. I have 920 attempts so far. It's probably going to take quite a while. But, you know, we're in it for the love of the game. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.